Tonight, from Sacramento, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento Condors taking on the Portland Lumberjacks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Portland Lumberjacks and the Sacramento Condors. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for this visiting Portland... The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Bishop steps away to his left. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 4 yards remain for second down. Looking to throw. Bishop. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On first down, Darden. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 carries, 51 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute it. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
They'll run on first down. Darted. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
On 1st down, Darden. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 78 yards.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. Cobb. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a draw play. It's Portis. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On second down, darted, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Darted. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Bishop. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cobb. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun. Cobb over the middle, complete. That's Leonard. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cobb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Leonard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Leonard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Bishop. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Bishop. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st and 10, Bishop firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Bishop. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Bishop. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Cobb. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Skirts by him at the 35. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch, good enough for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go through a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off play action. Bishop back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Bishop. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again. Bishop. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Darted, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Darted, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Bishop. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass. Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. A 10-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. You don't want to. But no, but well, let me finish. Okay, my bad. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. Now a throw here, hauled in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Throwing on first down. Cobb. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bishop firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Bishop. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Bishop. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Bishop dancing to his left. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down. Bishop. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. The quick slant caught. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. The Packers keep their already slim playoff hopes alive, but at 4-7, another loss would likely put an end to any postseason dream. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. The Rams with an important win as they keep pace in the playoff picture and get their record up to 6-4 with the win. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. An inside give. Here's Portis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Cobb. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. To throw on third down. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Bishop, and that's Elliott, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw. Bishop, he finds his man, complete. It's Price.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Off the play fake. Bishop out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On 1st down, Cobb, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Cobb. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Cobb. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Cobb into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Bishop escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw on second down. Cobb over the middle and complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. On the give, here's Portis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Cobb. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Cobb. He finds his man. Complete. It's Leonard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun. Cobb. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled it by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On 1st and 10, Bishop. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now. Darted. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Bishop. Over the middle, complete. That's Price. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing on first down, Bishop. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Bishop being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Throwing on third and long, Bishop.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the fourth quarter now. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. On third down, Cobb. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Cobb. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Cobb. Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll run on first down. Darted. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Darted. And he'll go down at the 28. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down. Darted. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Ross. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Looking to throw. Bishop. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Condors are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Johnson won't return this. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Cobb throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Cobb. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Operating from the gun, Cobb.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, darted. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Darted. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Darted. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll run on first down. Darted.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Sacramento, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Portland, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.